It's been a long, arduous journey for the Women Reservation Bill. Do you actually see it being a reality, or do you still read a bit of red herring to it all, keeping in mind the timeline that is depicted, because we won't see the light of day of it till 2029?
Yes, I think I see more chance of it going through. Though, of course, the government has linked it to the delimitation and census exercise, which makes it possible that it will happen only in 2029, not 2024. But I would say certainly we've come a long way in the last 27 years in terms of the growing consciousness of women, younger women, who dream dreams and want to scale new heights and break new ceilings. So that is a huge pressure for parties that would have otherwise opposed it. It will be that much more difficult for these parties, particularly the OBC leaders who opposed it in the past, to do that. Be difficult for Tejasvi Yadav to do what Lalu Yadav did, or for Akhilesh Yadav to Singh Yadav did. So I think, yes, there is a greater chance of this bill going through, and it's a historic day, because to keep women out in a country like India, a parliamentary democracy like India, and have only 14.6% representation, when even Pakistan has 20%, Bangladesh has 21%, and many countries have achieved parity. When women are making their mark everywhere, it makes no sense. And that is because women have been systematically kept out of the political system on the grounds of winnability. I think that is going to change, and I would say the credit goes to everybody. But if Mr. Narendra Modi manages to get it passed, then Jo Jeeta wo Sikandar.
I agree with you. I agree with you, Ms. Chowdhury. But when you say Jo Jeeta wo Sikandar, the credit will go to Narendra Modi, and it should, because he's managed to time it well if it does get passed. But I'll come back to you in one question, and I apologize to our other two participants in this debate. I would have liked to give them more time. We got Lalita Badwar and we'd got Margaret Alwa earlier. But Neerja Chowdhury, I want to just ask you one quick question before I let you go. And that question is, ma'am, you've covered Indian politics for so long. You've seen so many seasons of parliament. Who do you, if you have to recount the journey, with women, and I want to say it again, who fought the good fight, and it's taken them decades to reach where we are. Do you have any names with you, Ms. Chowdhury?
Who would I give the credit to?
Yes, over time, ma'am.
Yeah?
Yes,
Sorry?
over time.
Yeah. As I said, this journey started with Rajiv Gandhi wanting to give 1/3 representation to women in the local bodies. That the bill could not be passed because there was huge reaction from the state governments. And Narasimha Rao managed to pass it in 1992 when the country's attention was elsewhere, actually. It was soon after the demolition of the Babri Masjid, when these bills, 74th Amendment, 75th Amendment, got passed. Then Deva Gowda brings it, introduces it, and I remember standing at the entrance of Parliament and hearing senior leaders tell that workers, agar tum andar jaoge na to agli baar tumhe ticket nahi milne wala. They wanted to prevent a quorum from being completed when the bill was introduced. So there was resistance from within all parties, no matter what the public stand took. Sonia Gandhi pushed for it in 2010, passed in the Rajya Sabha, but resistance in the Lok Sabha from the OBC leaders that supported the UPA government. And now finally, Narendra Modi has taken the bull by the horn and has decided, and women are an important constituency of Narendra Modi, and women are increasingly emerging as a vote bank in the country.